When we were making this program, there came a moment when we'd done a lot of interviews. We'd gathered some challenging material, as you've seen, but I felt something wasn't quite right. We were talking about solution selling, but wouldn't you be thinking about commission and compensation? I wasn't sure we were addressing what you see as the real issues. We needed another view from outside to help us further in seeing ourselves as others see us. So I asked Michael Barrett, a hugely experienced TV presenter here in the UK, to put some tough questions to Alex Hawker when they met at our UK offices at Bracknell. The interview was unscripted and unedited.
Alex, how do you justify telling people to sell solutions when they know perfectly well that they're rewarded by their sales of infrastructure?
It's a really interesting question, Michael. I think the key thing is our customers have business problems. And to be honest, they really don't want to buy individual pieces of hardware to meet those business problems. You have to be able to articulate an effective solution to that business problem. And to create solutions, it does require more than just infrastructure, hardware, software. It may require third-party components, a lot of services. And it's true that sometimes, depending on which kind of a sales rep you are, you may not get compensated on all parts of a solution. But if you want to satisfy your customers, and that's our prime objective, you absolutely have to meet business needs and sell solutions.
But to be honest, you don't have many telecom customers, do you? You're really busy selling infrastructure for IT systems.
Well, it's absolutely true that systems such as ERP, finance, manufacturing and the network equipment providers aren't specific to telecom, and they are critical solutions for us. But integrated service management, billing, mediation, the in-the-network solutions such as IN are absolutely specific to telecom. If you take our IN open call platform, it's about 7% of our sales in Western Europe, and that's a significant number. It's more than $100 million. I think that's pretty telecom, pretty in the network.
But be fair to your salesmen, I mean, they tell me that all your resources are really in California.
Well, it's true. We are an American corporation, but Western Europe, network and service providers, is the biggest single region. We're bigger than North America. We're bigger than anywhere else in the world. We've got over 5 solution centers here in Europe. And people can take their customers to the customer visit center in California. In fact, I don't think we make enough use of it, and I'd encourage the sales teams to make more use of it. But I think we're pretty well served here in Europe, to be honest.
All right, so why isn't Carly sitting in this chair here?
Well, as you know, right now, Carly's in the process of spending $25 billion, and it has some big draw on her time. I'm sure she'd like to be here because she does have a better understanding of the telecom marketplace than the most chief executives in the industry today, and we value that greatly.
Again, we come to this question of the kind of support they're getting from you. I mean, what are your relationships in the boardroom?
Well, firstly, relationships in the boardroom is critical to our success. If you're going to address business problems, if you're going to sell solutions, you have to have relationships at board level. And I do think that our best people do it extremely well. And if you're new to selling or new to telecoms, it can be intimidating getting into the boardroom. But I would absolutely encourage our people to go there and represent HP. It's a fantastic brand, fantastic company. You've got a right to be in that boardroom. And what we've got to say about meeting our solutions, meeting business problems, increasing revenues, decreasing costs, is exactly the message they want to hear in the boardroom. We've got every bit as much right to be there as anybody else.
But again, your people need help, and some of them tell me they're not getting it, that executive people don't seem to care, that the people who are making the actual product don't help them, and that HP Consulting have no apparent interest in what they're doing.
I feel very strongly the executives in this company are absolutely committed, in fact quite desperate to help the sales teams. I think sometimes the executives feel the complete opposite, which is they're not brought in early enough, the plans don't have enough requests to the executive for their time. And I think the executives can be very, very effective. If you look at our biggest accounts in Europe, like Nokia, they use executives extremely well in that account. And I would encourage everybody to have executive contact plans for sure. With regard to your point about HP Consulting, this